Hi there, Tara here. Today I want to talk to you about calming your busy life, especially as an entrepreneur. We have so many things that we need to get done in any given day. But if you work from home or you have a small business, you have even more to do on top of your daily tasks. In fact, over the past couple of weeks, I have had to add a lot of additional things into my own day and my own life that come up very unexpectedly. So you might know that I have three young children at home and my husband works away. Now that leaves me to do absolutely everything around the house to make it function and run, as well as running my businesses. And over the past couple of weeks, I had everything from dryer breakdowns to furniture falling over to having to even mow the lawn. So there's so much on the go in my life. And I wanted to share that with you because, yes, there are times that I get stressed out, but I need to let you know that there are different practices that you can use to calm down and to help yourself kind of get a little bit more aligned. And when you're aligned and doing things with ease, it feels so much better. The stress level comes down, the anxiousness decreases, and if you're able to change it so you're moving through the day with a little more flow, almost like you're dancing with your day and dancing with the chaos that's happening around you. It's just so much more peaceful. You sleep better at night, and you know that your family and loved ones that you surround yourself with are not going to be feeling the stress and angst that maybe you were having earlier in the day. So I want to walk you through some of the steps that I take to really calm myself down, to really help me feel a little bit more grounded in all of the chaos that's going on. So before we get started, go down, subscribe, ring the bell, and get ready to hit that like button because we are going to dig into a few of the big things that I do. And the first one is that I really recognize what is in my control and what isn't. There are certain things that happen and we need to deal with just because they need to be dealt with, like my dryer not working. Well, I need to do laundry. So I became a repairman. I went onto YouTube. Thank you, YouTube. I went onto YouTube. I did my research. I found a part and I was able to fix it. Woohoo, woohoo. You can be so proud when that happens, right? Takes time away from other things, and there's some adapting you need to do. And we'll cover that a little bit later. But being able to kind of take care of the things that need to be done, and then there's things that are in your control. And in your control is your attitude and your response mechanism. Okay, so you have the choice to erupt and get angry. You have the choice to take a few deep breaths and go, okay, well, I guess I better clean this up. Or you have the choice to lean on somebody else for help. You have so many different options available, and they don't always seem like they're there and handy for you in the moment. But if you take a chance to step back and really look at what's going on around you, most likely you will find that you can deal with it in a different manner. And the second thing I do is I give myself grace. I appreciate who I am. And I appreciate that my reactions sometimes come from an emotional place and I do react. And sometimes I'm able to look at it from that outer view and go, okay, this is just something else we need to deal with. Let's deal with it. So choosing that attitude and choosing your reaction, it might not always be the best reaction, but everybody reacts. So be okay with however you react. You might have an apology to give if you've reacted too fast, said something mean, or used really harsh tones. But give yourself grace for doing it because you're only human and humans react sometimes. The third thing I have to look at when it comes to these things coming up and something getting in the way and something interrupting my calm is my timeline. Often something big like the dryer. Now, it took me almost 24 hours to get it fixed. It was only about 10 minutes fixing it, but between driving around and getting parts, and then I'm out and I end up deciding, well, I better get my groceries at the same time. And that's 24 hours of not being quite as in tune with my family and my children as I would have liked. It's 24 hours of not doing a whole lot in my business. It's 24 hours of not even having a lot of self-care time. I personally like to free up as much as I can to get those big things dealt with that need to get dealt with. Or I learn to shuffle in a way that I still can care for myself. So after the day of fixing that, I made sure to take time to relax and get back into my neutral zone and kind of get myself and my energy revved back up so that I could do more and be more for my children and my business again once I had that time to myself for self-care. I hope all of these points, plus the tone in my voice, help to calm you down a little bit, especially if you're in the middle of something right now. And know that you can function. And as an entrepreneur, you might need to adjust some things and really figure out a way to make a timeline work. You might have to figure out a way to lean on other people. But remember, you have a choice in how you react. I'd love to see some comments below on which step here is the first one that you think you should be working on. See you next week.